I look in the mirror, and the woman staring back is a ghost of who I once was. Her eyes are dull, lifeless pools that reflect nothing but exhaustion. There's no spark left in them, just the quiet resignation of someone who's been running on empty for too long. Her shoulders slump forward as if carrying an invisible boulder, and her posture isn't just tired, it's defeated. She moves through her day like a sleepwalker, barely registering the world around her. The worst part, she doesn't even have the strength to be angry about it anymore. She's just gone. Every time she checks her bank account, that invisible weight on her chest presses harder until breathing feels like a luxury she can't afford. It's not just the numbers on the screen, it's the dread coiling in her stomach, the way her heart races at the mere thought of another unexpected expense. She's not just stressed, she's trapped in a cycle she can't break. And the more she fights it, the more the universe seems to push back, as if it's daring her to fail. This isn't the kind of exhaustion that fades after a weekend of rest. This isn't stress from a bad week at work or a temporary rough patch. This is something deeper, something that has burrowed into her bones like a second shadow. It's the gnawing feeling that no matter how hard she tries, the world is holding its breath, waiting for her to stumble, waiting for the next notification to pop up on her phone, waiting for the next person to demand her time, her energy, her last shred of patience, waiting for the next crisis to remind her that she's not enough. I know how that feels. I've stood in her shoes. I've felt the tightness in my chest when I walked into a room, and immediately sensed the energy vampires circling those people who thrive on draining others, who make you feel guilty for setting boundaries, who leave you questioning your worth the moment they walk away. I've lain awake at 3 a.m., my mind a runaway train of replays, every harsh word, every dismissive glance, every time someone took more than they gave. I've prayed for abundance while my body was stuck in survival mode, my brain screaming run, but my legs too heavy to move. You weren't born to live like this, you were born to thrive, to feel light, to move through the world with purpose, not dread. But something has been stolen from you, not by bad luck, not by some cosmic joke, but by biology, by a world that profits from your struggle, that thrives on your exhaustion, that rewards people who drain your energy, while calling you sensitive for feeling it. The root of this suffering isn't just in your circumstances, it's in your brain, specifically your hippocampus, that sacred organ, the one God placed in your brain to hear the frequency of miracles, has been shrinking. And when it shrinks, your ability to tune into abundance vanishes. Instead, you're trapped in beta, the slave wave, the same frantic energy that keeps the poor and the stressed, the same energy that makes you jump at every notification, anxious about every email, terrified of every unexpected expense. This isn't your fault. You didn't do anything wrong. You were born into a system designed to keep your hippocampus small, a system that bombards you with notifications designed to hijack your attention, a system that sells you debt as freedom and stress as productivity, a system that rewards people who drain your energy, while calling you too sensitive for feeling it. But here's the soul-shattering truth you've been waiting for. They've known about this for decades. The CIA has studied it. The ultra-wealthy use it. They've known that certain sound frequencies can reprogram your brain to stop the beta cycle and restore your natural theta state. But they didn't share this with you. Why would they? An awake public is a powerful public, a public that can manifest wealth without struggle, is a public that can't be controlled. The deep reason you are going through this pain is specifically because of your shrunken hippocampus. That is the root cause. So if you want to start changing this reality today by simply regrowing this connection with a sound wave, then click the link in the description right now and change your life today. Now, to truly understand how we heal this, let me tell you about the billionaire brain. Wave theta is not some mystical fantasy. It's not a placebo effect or a placebo promise. It's a measurable state of consciousness where your brain waves slow down to 7 cycles per second. In theta, you're not just calm, you're in flow. Money appears without effort. Intuition guides every decision. Toxic people's words bounce off you like water off a duck's back. You feel connected to something greater, like the universe is whispering yes instead of no. People in theta don't chase opportunities, opportunities chase them. They don't beg for money, money finds them. They don't tolerate energy vampires, energy vampires can't even get close. This isn't magic. This is neuroscience. This is biology. This is your birthright. But here's what they won't tell you. Your hippocampus isn't just shrinking from stress, it's shrinking from the wrong kind of sound. Every toxic conversation, every news headline that makes your stomach drop, every argument that leaves you feeling small. These aren't just emotional wounds. They are sonic attacks on your sacred organ. Your brain is literally being rewired by the sounds of a world that doesn't want you to thrive. Think about it. The news cycles thrive on fear headlines designed to make your heart race, your palms sweat, your cortisol levels spike. Social media algorithms feed you outrage because outrage keeps you engaged, keeps you scrolling, keeps you reactive. Even the tone of voice people use when they talk to you, if it's dismissive, condescending, or downright cruel, it's not just words. It's sound waves hitting your brain, rewiring your stress response, shrinking your hippocampus over time. But sound isn't just a weapon. It's also the most powerful medicine. The same frequencies that the CIA studied to control populations can be used to liberate you. The same theta waves that billionaires used to stay in the flow can be yours with a simple 7-minute ritual. This isn't about positive thinking. This is about biological repair. When you listen to the right sound wave, you're not just relaxing, you're regrowing your hippocampus. You're reconnecting to the frequency of abundance. You're stepping out of the beta cage and into the flow of theta, where where money appears when you blink, where intuition guides every decision, where toxic people's words slide off you like oil. People who have done this ritual report sudden unexpected money deposits, $50 found in an old purse they hadn't opened in years, a $20 bill tucked into a coat pocket they'd forgotten about. One woman received a surprise refund from a utility company she hadn't even realized overcharged her. Another man got a job offer he hadn't applied for, a call out of the blue from a company that had been on his radar for months but never reached out. These aren't coincidences. They are the proof that your hippocampus is waking up. The ritual is simple: 7 minutes. No meditation experience needed, no belief system required. Just put on headphones, close your eyes, and let the frequency do the work. In 7 minutes, you're not just calmer, you're biologically different. Your brain waves shift from beta to theta. Your hippocampus regains its size. Your connection to abundance is restored. This is not a product, this is a liberation. This is not a quick fix. This is a biological repair that lasts. This is your ticket out of the beta cage and into the theta flow, where wealth is natural and peace is permanent. Let me tell you about Sarah. She was a nurse working 12-hour shifts, barely making ends meet. She'd wake up exhausted, go to work, come home, collapse into bed, and repeat. She felt like a hamster on a wheel, no progress, no peace, just survival. She tried meditation, apps, affirmations, even therapy, but nothing stuck. The stress was still there, gnawing at her insides. Then she found this ritual. She downloaded the sound wave, put on her headphones, and for 7 minutes, she let the frequency wash over her. She didn't expect anything, she was just desperate enough to try anything. The first time she listened, she felt a strange tingling in her hands. By the third day, she noticed she wasn't as reactive to her coworkers' snide remarks. By the end of the week, she started receiving small but unexpected financial blessings. A bonus she hadn't expected, a patient who tipped her generously after a particularly tough shift. Within a month, she felt a shift in her energy. She started setting boundaries at work, saying no to extra shifts when she was drained. And guess what? Her patients respected her more for it. She even started attracting better opportunities, higher paying travel assignments that came her way without her having to chase them. Sarah's story isn't unique, it's a pattern I've seen repeat in the lives of thousands of people who have used this sound wave. Because here's the truth: your brain isn't broken, your hippocampus isn't permanently damaged, it's plastic, meaning it can change, grow, heal. And the right sound wave is the key to unlocking that healing. The science behind this is undeniable. Studies have shown that specific frequencies, like 430 to Hz or 528 Hz, can reduce cortisol levels, increase alpha and theta wave activity, and even promote neurogenesis, the growth of new brain cells. The hippocampus, a region critical for memory and emotional regulation, is particularly sensitive to these frequencies. When you expose it to the right sound. Waves, it doesn't just stop shrinking. It begins to regenerate. Think of your brain like a garden. Every toxic conversation, every stressful event, every moment of fear, these are weeds choking out the flowers. But sound waves, they are the rain, the sunlight, the nutrients your garden needs to thrive again. The right frequency doesn't just make you feel better in the moment, it rewires your brain for abundance. Now I know what you're thinking. If this is so powerful, why isn't everyone doing it? The answer is simple. Because the people who want you stuck in beta don't want you to know about it. They profit from your struggle. They sell you solutions that require you to keep coming back. Therapy you can't afford, self-help books you'll never finish, supplements that mask the problem instead of solving it. They don't want you to heal. They want you to keep buying. But you're smarter than that. You're here because you know there's more to life than this constant drain. You're here because deep down you remember what it feels like to be alive, to move through the world with ease, not exhaustion. The sound wave is waiting for you. It's been waiting your whole life. It's the same frequency that billionaires use to stay in the flow. It's the same frequency that the CIA studied to control populations. And now it's yours. Click the link in the description. Download the ritual, press play, and let your hippocampus grow back to its original size. Let the theta flow begin. Let the abundance come. Let the peace stay. This is not just another spiritual promise. This is neuroscience. This is biology. This is your path back to yourself. Click now. Your new life is waiting.